Check that out. You know what it is. 69 Camaro, 4-speed, 350. Gonna be black. So what I've done is I cut the bulk out. It's like I always do, because those quarters will come all the way up to that ridge, and we'll weld on that ridge, and then we'll be able to come in underneath and grind and prime. Not as bad, I mean it's bad, don't get me wrong, but not as bad as one would think. But we got new wheel wells, new outer wheel wells. The got new trunk drop off. That's what was in the beginning. Tomorrow we'll drill these pop rivets out, these spot welds, and then pry this off, and then we'll take and cut that and then flick it back and forth. It'll break right off. That's just the way I like to do them. Got to get that off tomorrow. I'm getting ready to call it a day though. I'm gonna give out. It's hot and humid here. Got the bolt cut out on this side. Like I said, it's not good, but you know, I have seen them eat way up in here. But this one's got some damage right there. So we'll get this cut out. Yeah, come in tomorrow, and maybe by the end of the day tomorrow we'll have some really good progress. We don't have to put no rear trunk pan. We got one coming though, that there's nothing at the back. But until then, we're gonna work on what we got. All right, midday update. You got your popcorn cooking? Woo-wee! There's the new drop off. So we've got the new wheelhouse prepped and in, and it's just screwed in, it's not welded in. Same way with the new trunk drop off. We're gonna couple things to trim on the new quarter panel, and then we're gonna set the quarter panel up here. That there needs a little bend down a little bit, but anyway, stuff fits pretty good. A lot of spot welds to weld, but that's the way the factory had it, and it'll hold. You know what I mean? Well, this side is really looking good. Got the new drop off, the new inner wheel well. Everything's in place. It's just screwed in with those 1/4-inch screws. Now it's time to spot weld everything. We got the outer quarter fitted and ready. Got the perimeter, got the screws in the perimeter. Everything fits tight and right. We'll pull this outer skin back off, weld up everything on the inside, grind it down, paint it, and then fit this and go through and cut out right along here, drop the blade down through there and cut, say, I don't know, a foot worth, and push it in and tack about 1 inch apart. And then the piece that is cut off on the inside will be, which is this right up in here. And I don't know if you can see or not. I don't know, it's about, well, you Can't really see. Okay, there it is. Probably about 1.5 inch piece. That piece will pull out from the inside. So, and then that's the same way as what we'll do back here. We'll work our way around and down, make it fit. End of the day results. Quarter is trimmed and fit and ready for pulling back off. The wheel housing is fit inside. The trunk drop off is fit. It's got to be welded up, and then the quarter will be ready to finish up. This side over here is all welded up. We'll come in the morning, clean it up, spray a little primer on the welds, spray some black over top of that to match that wheel housing, and then do our final trimming on the perimeter. I know that some people don't like the way I do it, I'm sure, but I like to just cut the bulk out of the way, get in there and do surgery, and come back and do my final fit. It works better for me that way. A lot of people don't like to do skins, and that's fine too. I understand it's a lot of welding. If you put the whole quarter on, then it's a lot of work getting it all off because it's got to come in up top. But anyway, it is what it is. We do what we do, and that's all we can do. So y'all stay tuned. All right, everything's ground down. Spray black primer. Once it dries, it'll die down. It won't be as shiny. Outer area is prepped, ready to put that quarter on, and then we'll slice and dice down through there. Looks pretty good. All right. As you can see, we are in the process So let me tell you the process. Put it up there, screw it tight with 1/4 inch screws, make sure it fits. Come back in. I'll grind up just about to my screw. Then I'll reach in here and pull that piece right there. That's that little excess lift. I'm peeling this off right here as we go. Take your time. A little bit warm, not bad. It's going to suck down and pucker anyway, but you don't want to overheat it and make it worse, because right in here on the Camaro is a crucial spot to suck down. This one does still have the brace in underneath for support, but once all of that's tacked and welded solid, you'll have your strength back and you'll have a ridge to grind, and it'll look oh so fine. And then we'll work our way around the perimeter, drill our holes, our spot weld holes for our inner fender and stuff, and then I'll trim all of this out right here, make this fit, and pull the excess out on the inside. It's hot in here today, boys and girls, ladies and gents, men and women. This side over here is ground. I mean, not ground, but welded and ready for grinding and ready for a 1/4 on it. There you have it. This 1/4 is on. Well, I say on. I stopped right there. But I'm calling it a day today. Looks pretty good. Well, I actually think it looks really good. Got all new inside there, over here, just like you seen earlier in the video. Calling it a day for today though. All right, this 1/4 panel here is tacked in around the whole perimeter. You see what we got. No hiding nothing. A little bit jagged right there, but that's nothing that can't be welded up. The whole perimeter is good to go. We'll continue the tacking process and try to get this on, at least get a section to where I can show you what it looks like, so that you'll know what you've got ground down and finished. This side over here is tacked on. It's tacked all the way to here. Still got to slice and dice that front. Right now we're working on the plug welds. We're going to take us a little lunch break. We'll be right back. All right, it is time to call it a day. This one here is completely tacked around the back, around the bottom. The plug welds and the wheel welds are welded. This one here is welded at the bottom, welded up the side, just about welded across the top, and then across the back here it's welded. But I wanted to show you a couple things. So I tack here, maybe here, maybe here, maybe here. I always weld in one direction. So I started at the bottom, I come up, went across, come down the back, and let it cool. So the last part that I weld, when it gets completely cool, I know that all of this is ready to go again. Now these welds look a little thicker than I like, but when you stack them against each other, it takes more heat to build against the existing spot weld than it does to like just spot weld one right in the middle. Because I'm stacking them and burning into the other one, that way I know I don't have any pinholes left, but yet sometimes you do. If you weld, every time you put a spot weld, it's going to shrink. But if you weld in one direction, try it. Weld in one direction, and that panel will shrink the same rate all the way across. So if I was to spot weld there, and then spot weld there, and then spot weld back here, you got 3 different spots that's trying to shrink, like pull away from each other. Take 2 pieces of metal if you want to practice, and tack them and watch them pull together or pull apart. It's crazy at how welding works. But if you weld in one direction, trust me, try it. It works. So back here at the back, I've done a little area just to show you what the finished product is going to look like. Any of you that has watched the channel much at all, I get excited about metal fabrication. I can get dents out of stainless trim and beat them out, polish it out, and make it look new again. I love doing that. That excites me, because you can't put body filler on stainless trim. Well, I like to treat the panels the same as well. I like for it to come out as close as I can get it. This here, once this is all welded and it shrinks at the same rate, because I'm going in one direction, you just barely can feel it. So I'll be able to get inside and grind, and if there's anything that primer won't take out, I'll hammer and dolly it out. That's the reason I went ahead and fixed that area. I cut a relief cut in it to get that back down. So trust me, try it, and tell me what you think, because that's your finished result. All right, so this wraps it up on this side. The results are really nice. So we got new quarter, new outer, new trunk drop off. Same thing over here. This side's been ground down. I just sprayed a little black paint on it earlier to protect it, because keep it from surface rusting so bad. We're fixing to put it back in the building until next time, and then we'll get inside and grind on the back side of these welds and put a little epoxy, spray a little epoxy up inside, or some primer or something to help protect it. But anyway, I appreciate every one of you that's watched, that's clicked on the little shorts following this. I hope in this big video that you've learned something. If nothing else, you've learned how we do it. So thank y'all for watching.